do you see this? This is something we're gonna react to right now. Right now. Because we have retard alert. Retard alert. People are so dumb. They don't know when to stop.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So it looks like the joke is on me once again because, well, I went to Twitter and I'm seeing a bunch of drama involving VTubers and also the concept of the height of consent coming back in a...
Height of consent? So you saying that people, women under a certain height can't give consent? Then why are they allowed to vote? If they can't give consent. So basically what you're telling, all people that are small are mentally retarded. That's fundamentally what they are saying. How progressive. How progressive of them.
Bunch of other infantilizing things that will make your mind explode with how stupid and ridiculous people are with their projection. But let's begin with the VTuber Saba, who is obviously a very
great one. Saba is great. Now I don't watch her streams, I only watch clips because I don't watch streams anymore. Mostly. But she's good. She's doing good work. Awesome work. That's why she's successful.
Popular indie VTuber, who's also Gargura. I know, you're not supposed to point this out. She hinted at this for months, like, let's get over it.
Hinting. They literally have the same voice.
We know who she is, and the hatred of Gargura and the insane schizo posting regarding her has transferred over to her Saba account. And here's a good example of that. So this person, a VTuber, says petite women look nothing like actual children. You can have a model that looks like a literal child do emoto ASMR and then complain about people saying you're pedo baiting. You are. So clearly this person who also posts stuff like this.
Who could have guessed? So I guess she's pedo baiting too, which isn't a surprise. She's a woman.
Really is the authority on what's appropriate or not when it comes to fictional VTuber models. But anyways, this person says Saba, for example, her not safe for work art is actually effing sickening. That's a child. And the original poster says, oh my god, yes. And she heavily encourages that stuff too. Citation needed.
These women, and let's be honest, they are a woman, are just jealous that they don't get the attention. That's all what this is about. If they would get the same attention, they would literally do the same. They wouldn't. And the same as Saba. They don't care. They don't actually care. They just pretend. Because that's what they always do.
And then she says, I got flames for being openly against her model. Like, people don't realize they are actively self-reporting by being into this stuff. I open Twitter and simply search Saba, just be met with adult content live on my stream. Well, that's your fault. Yeah. Why are you looking up stuff like that live on your stream? You have nothing else better to do? Why would you search any VTuber on Twitter? Because you're going to be met with art that is probably not safe for work.
Yes, exactly. That's the same as looking up a VTuber pictures on Google. Of course you find smut. Of course you do. Rule 34. Hello?
Like, that's just the reality of the scene. Like, are you new here? What's going on? But of course, people are mocking the very easy realization of what's going on here. Basically saying, you're the one looking at a sexualized lolly art, and thinking about kids. Yes, The projection is real. It happens
Yeah.
every single time. These people see a fictional character like Saba and their model, and they immediately start thinking about children. It's a self-report. They're talking about self-reports, but they're the ones self-reporting. Now, that previous person, this VTuber, would post a chart of proportions on human beings, and this person would reply with the simplest reply possible, saying, "These are for actual human children, not anime characters. Nice cope, though." And
Yeah.
this person, this VTuber, would respond by basically saying, "Yep, that's me," to the tune of 0 likes. And they would continue on.
It's very obvious that that's not a real person, because a real person with those proportions, how would the neck support this head? Just think about that. The head must be absolutely heavy as F. And look at this tiny neck. Look at my proportions. Do you see this neck? It's nice and thick, holding up this massive head. This is... Saba's anatomy would be impossible for a human. She would die. Literally, her neck would snap.
Saying, "Okay, listen me up." You can tell like their hands were quivering. They were so upset. They couldn't even type this out properly. They were so shook by what's going on. Someone daring to question their worldview. "Okay, listen me up. What would you consider youthful or childlike on Saba's model? Spoiler, you can't. It's a child. Give me anything that makes this model look even remotely older than 13.
It's not real, but yeah, those people can't make a difference between reality and fiction because they're retarded. And now we do something. Gremliner. 672 subscribers, 112 videos. Jealousy. It's jealousy, 100% jealousy. Nothing but jealousy. Nothing but jealousy. Last posted 1 month ago, and then do you see this? She barely posts anything. This literal who which doesn't post anything, is complaining about someone more successful because, well, she's a woman, of course she's complaining. I mean, there's literally nothing else to say about this. A woman complaining about a different other woman that is more successful. Oh, I wonder what's going on here. But yeah, she's a literal who that barely does anything. Does she have a Twitch? No. So she is on Twitter and she basically doesn't produce any content. Yeah. Checks out.
Well, I'm glad this random Twitter user is the arbiter of what is appropriate or not when it comes to fictional characters. It's always jealousy, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's always these small follower VTubers, and there's nothing wrong with being small, but it's always smaller accounts that are attacking the bigger ones like Saba.
The thing is, it's literally nothing bad about being a small YouTuber or whatever. Of course there's nothing wrong with that. But if you then go and out of jealousy try to pull other people down to your level, then, you know, yeah, you are the trash. Oh, and I just see that she has a Twitch, which is not linked on her YouTube profile. Which you always should do. I have that too, of course. From the Netherlands, yeah. I bet she never had any problems in her life.
They're trying to get
Real
clout.
problems.
It's not working. Like, I don't cover people that I think will gain something from the attention. I know this person will gain nothing from this attention.
Yeah.
Right? In fact, I tell you this. Don't even go to this person's account. Do not
Too late?
try to flame them. Just enjoy this video. Comment
We do.
on YouTube on this video. And that's it. Don't visit their account. Don't bother with them because they want the attention, and the attention they're going to receive, but it's not going to turn out the way they want. They're not going to get any support. It's not going to transform their career into something that matters. We've seen this happen.
She doesn't have a career. Well, Saba does.
Been with Saba / Gargura for many, many years, and it's a lot of self-reports, projection, and seething jealousy. But let's move on to the other portion of this video. The height of consent strikes again, ladies and gentlemen, in the worst way imaginable. So we have this.
Is there a good way to imagine it? Streams every Thursday. Come watch me. Sydney, Australia.
Cosplayer named Chu, who is getting attacked
Based
on this photo. Her height is being called pedo bait. And she says, I literally have no control over the fact that I stopped growing at the age of 12. And this is a photo with her, and I'm assuming her cameraman.
Cameraman, husband, we don't know. Could be a lot.
Look out!
And by the way, there are a lot of Chinese ethnic groups that are tiny. Tiny. For example, if I go to the Philippines, I will tower over almost everyone. Not because I'm specifically very tall, but because the people there are way smaller than Germans. It's just that, for example, in ancient times, you know, the ancient Germans, they were on average one head taller than the Italians, you know, the ones that invaded our lands. Yeah, that's just how it is. It's genetics. And of course, retarded people don't understand things like that because they're retarded.
This person quotes them saying, it's objectively more pedophilic to find a sub 5 foot 20 plus Asian void attractive than a sexually... I'm not reading that.
A sexually mature white 15-year-old girl. This person is retarded. Dr. Lindy, I guess that's... If that's her, then yeah, it's a woman. Oh yeah, a jealous old white woman is complaining about an attractive tiny Asian woman. Oh, who could have guessed? Who could have guessed?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing and reminding you of the normal people on Twitter. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Here's another cosplayer named Toki saying, I hate to sound like a broken record, but genuinely it never ends. I'm 23 years old and people will ask why I'm dressing like a kid as if I'm not cosplaying. I don't know, are small people not allowed to cosplay? I'm just tired because I have to talk about it every few months. So she's cosplaying as...
Just don't bother with retarded people. It's that simple.
The VTuber Mints. And people responded by saying, stop sending kids. Bro, she's older than me. She's dressed like a kid. Yeah, I didn't know that kids wear like garter belts or stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
this is like insane levels of projection. Yeah, the maid outfit, by the way, and the garter belts. Yeah, I'm glad.
Why does a maid outfit and garter belts immediately make him think of children. Because he is the pedo. He wants to see kids in that. I remember I've seen a elementary school girl, maybe 8 years old, 2 years ago or something like that. Here walking around around the corner. I came from a walk, was on the way home. I saw the girl. She was wearing a top and hot pants, and the top left her belly free. And I was like, yeah, no, I would never allow my daughter to run around like that. Never. Because that literally is pedo bait. That literally is making the pedos look at her. Why would you as a parent allow your 8-year-old daughter to go outside on the street half naked, to school half naked? Why would you? That's disgusting. It's something else if, you know, your daughter wears a bikini or a swimsuit and goes in a garden playing in the pool. That's something completely different than going on the street like that.
Other people like realize how ridiculous this is, but let's move on to another example involving another person in real life, this time the popular singer Sabrina Carpenter, who has been attacked.
For what?
For, well, let's read why.
Being short?
Sabrina was designed to show every woman in America who their husband truly is, who their fathers truly are, who their neighbor is. She was a Disney girl, same as all the Smex kittens, but this one is very unique in certain ways, especially her height at child-sized.
Oh my god. So all the little people, you know, the dwarfs, they're all child-sized? They're all children in your eyes? Because they are child-sized. But I also have seen 13-year-olds taller than me. And even when I still was 5'11", I have seen 13-year-olds that were taller than me. 13, 14-year-old girls, not boys, girls, taller than me. 14 years old. And they say, oh, she's too small, she's a child. That dumb fat bitch there, you know, Jennifer, you stupid, retarded, fat bitch. Shut your mouth. Go back and fuck your dog.
These women who operate in this way were not only lab-grown, but they remain the same bite-size attraction with songs like Man-Child, because they say it's true when a man sees their inner PDF file comes a-running. This is a major fact we've seen a gazillion times. Ladies, this is the fantasy. 2025 is a travesty.
I bet she believes man can become woman and woman can become man.
I mean, I could zoom in on this profile picture, but it really explains a lot. So yeah, apparently, being
jealousy.
short, that's a crime. And at one point, being an actor as a kid, that's also a crime. And you're unlovable for the rest of your life. Dang, that sucks. That's rough. Now, speaking of infantilization that we've seen, I saw this post go viral, okay? And this...
A 20-year-old tried hitting on me. Well, how old are you? That's nothing wrong. If a 20-year-old girl would try to hit on me, man, I would think like, yeah, she wants my money. which I don't have money, but you know, maybe maybe she grew up without a father, most likely.
This GIF has been used many times in the worst ways imaginable. This person says, a 20-year-old tried hitting on me. So this has the potential to be a very concerning statement. How old is this user where a 20-year-old is hitting on them? They're 25.
25.
They're crashing out as a she-they 25-year-old because a 20-year-old was hitting on them.
When I was 19, I had a girlfriend that was 25. Well, girlfriend. We dated a little. So what? She's retarded. Which isn't... I mean... She has her pronouns in her profile. And her sign. Her star sign, so... Of course she's retarded.
Caleb Hammer. You might know this guy. He quoted it saying, she's 25, by the way, our culture has gotten very weird very quickly. So infantilized. Very true. And we have this reply saying, how is it infantilized to not want to be a predator? And they got hit with a note saying a 20-year-old is not a human child nor a prepubescent human being. A predator is a person attracted to prepubescent human beings.
See, this is what happens if you make words mean different things than they actually meant. This is what happens. People don't know what words mean anymore. And they just use them without knowing what they actually mean. Because they are dumb.
It's sad we have to note people like this to make them understand that a 20-year-old is not a child. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very sad reality we live in.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep, that's it. That's all I got for today. This is just a mind-melting stuff. I could go on, but this is all I can handle, and probably all you can handle. So
yeah,
that's gonna do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics
in the comment
section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
This was so dumb. The video was good, but man, those women are so dumb. So dumb.